instead I went for the stupid name. Oh well, I didn't really even plan this at all. I just started it. Eh, those are the best kinds of streams. Close the door really quick. Yes, I am live. Hello, Oxstone. How are you? Happy early New Year. Hope you're well. Hold on, let me lay down really quick. I'm just gonna. There we go. Hi, exhausted. How are you? Hello, James. Hello, Sir Law. It's New Year in Canada. I'm all good. I'm all good. I'm just, oops, let me turn off my stupid notifications. I'm a little, just a little tipsy. I mean, I'm getting better, but, I just got back from a party with my family, and I'm not drunk, trust me. I'm, just hello, exhausted, goat piece, Sir Law, James, Galaxy, Oxstone, dumb user, everybody. I more Modelo's? What are you talking about? No, no Delos, no. Actually, how do you know? How do you know that I drank that? I did have Modelo's at my okay, today, before the new year, 31st, uh let me see, let me get my head on straight. I sound tired because I kind of am, but on the 31st of J- uh December, uh my cousin had a wedding, and that's what I went to go attend. I attended a wedding, and it was pretty lit. Everybody was there. It was a lot of fun. There was some good food. There was dancing. There should you be like if I'm tired, but I'm not like tired. I have like enough like hello Haru, how are you doing? I'm tired, but like I've got enough energy. I fucking all right, so let me be real here. I that was my first time ever drinking Modelo's, and I I hated it. I only drank it because they were like it was that part of the it was like an hour after the party started, and then like dudes were handing out alcohol. So one dude walked by and he's just like, I'm just like, I'm gonna take one of the Modelo's from him. And I took it and I drank it and it tastes freaking horrible. It tastes so bad that I had to like chase it with like some fruit punch. And even then that didn't really help out that much because it's like I guess I am weak. I just hate the taste of beer usually. To be perfectly honest, I'd rather drink like hard seltzer. I've had better luck with those, like with Trulies or something, but they're bad. But Mexican party changes the taste. I disagree because that was a Mexican party and I drank it and it tasted like absolute garbage. Just watching Wolf instead of doing something fun on New Year's worth it. Thank you, Goopy. By the way, what's up? I barely just noticed you. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Fruit Loop Punch. Oh, that sounds tasty. If it's better than fruit punch, I'd drink it any day. Do you remember that person that said they would cover up a murder about someone? Uh, I don't. Was that person me? Uh, I did get drunk. To be, all right, so I usually don't get drunk. I usually drink just enough for me to like feel it and back off and be like, okay, I'm gonna stop right now. But I don't know what like compulsed me to do it, to just like slam alcoholic beverage after alcoholic beverage, but I did it. And I won't lie, I kind of don't regret it. it was pretty funny because, people are right. Like drinks like that really do kind of get you to enjoy the party more. Not that I wasn't enjoying it, but it's just that like after I had drank that amount, I just felt like everything was like 50 times percent like more fun. But I do love my family and I'm willing to like hang out with them regardless of alcohol. But yeah, so I could count it off. It's just like I all right, so here's what I did. I drank two Modelo's. I drank I got two shots and those shots were like really, really really strong. Like it tasted basically just like rubbing alcohol. So that uh wait, was it two Modelo's or was it one? Or was it wait, it was something. I won't. Trust me, exhausted. Trust me. Don't worry. By the way, what's up, dude? Uh don't worry. I rarely drink. Uh I just did this because one, it was a special occasion. Two, my cousin was getting married and I was really happy about that because it's just I'm just super happy, I'm just super happy. I was just feeling it. Like I was feeling the vibes. I was just like I was and like it was so pretty. It was so beautiful. Unfortunately, I feel like an absolute a-hole though, but like all right. So so first off today, I woke up, ate and then I got ready and then me and my nephew who was at my house, we went over to my brother's house to go pick up my middle brother because we were going to go all together and take a lift. So I took a lift to go over to my brother's house. We picked him up and then I never attended a wedding. You should check it out, Sir Law. It's honestly a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun just to celebrate such a special occasion for especially if it's a family member. Merry year, Kupalox. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. But yeah, you should try it out. You should try it out. Even just go to some random dude's wedding or woman's wedding. It'll probably be a blast. Regardless, it'll always be a blast. But yeah, and then we were going over there, and my dad texted me who got there way before us, and he said, yeah, your cousin already got married, so now they're just serving food. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And so like, when because they told us the time and they told us the time we were supposed to go or was starting and I was like okay so we could totally make it there and it'll probably be like this, it'll probably be like an hour so they could like allow people to go and we would get there and we would have enough time to be able to like settle in, say hi to family, and then the ceremony would start. But no, apparently the ceremony just started on the dot 2 p.m. and yeah, right, I literally missed the important part of the wedding. All right, later, Haru, you have a good one. Thank you for stopping by and I hope you have a happy new year. Love you, dude. But yeah, we missed the best part of the wedding, the literal legitimate part, the whole reason people were gathered there today to celebrate life. Hey, Den Den, what's up? How are you doing? How are you doing? By the way, everybody, can we all put together our positive energy and direct it towards Den Den because she is currently going through a lot right now, and by a lot, I mean she lost her voice because yesterday she also attended a wedding. Yeah, we both attended weddings, one day after the other. But yes, I'm hoping for the best. And for the love of Christ, do not use your voice at all. Please, I beg of you. Like, dude, she like sent me like a voice message yesterday on Snapchat, and it sounded like like how someone gets shrunk in like a cartoon or like a TV show or whatever, or a movie, you know, like how when a person gets shrunk and their voice also shrinks as well, it like gets very high pitched. It sounds a lot like that, like a man got shrunk and it's it was like you could tell like it was high pitched, but like I remember when I listened to it at first and like I saved it because it was that funny, and I just could not help myself but just like replay it over and over again and just laugh, especially like a very specific part like near the end where she says, "Yeah, your voice was not even close to ASMR esque." At least after that, maybe if you were having like lower tones and not trying to like, you know, raise the volume of your voice, it would sound ASMR, but it did not sound like that at all. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. I had listened to an hour-long quote unquote ASMR session with that voice, but I would not get any comfort from it. I would just like, you know, I would just sit there and just giggle my ass off. But anyways, enough about that. Yeah, so we missed we missed the entire part of the wedding, the ceremony. You could join me in real life, but I'd rather not, because we're gonna be talking about very adult topics, Galaxy, and I'd rather you not be here when we do, because that's when things get very, very sussy. Not to mention, I'm still under the influence of certain things, so you know, I'm gonna be very, very probably graphic with the details. All right, I fucked a guy. Like the moment I got there, I just started fucking the groom right there on the dance floor. And the whole reason it started raining was because it was our cum falling from the sky. Like I came so hard and it just started just like falling from the air. And yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. The wedding actually had to get called off. My cousin got really mad. She was just like, "How could you? How could you fuck my husband, my new husband?" And I'm like, "Can't help it, man. Can't help it." Yeah, I hate that when that happens too. You know, you're just walking into a wedding and then you're just like, "Ooh, that new groom be looking quite fine right now, I must say. I better stick my dingaling inside his ringaling." And yeah, that's the, you know, it's happened several times before, and you know, this was probably the worst time since I've basically been cut off from my family. They don't want to talk to me anymore. They basically just disown me. And every single time I try to call my dad, it always says this line is has been disconnected, and then it goes to like the dial tone, boo, like that. So I don't know what happened. Maybe someone got a little uncomfortable. Maybe my dad's like playing a bit of a like a practical prank on me or whatever, but that's what's going on right now. All right, later Rockstone, you have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Later El Rio. Bye-bye. Have a both of you guys have a great new year. Thank you for being cool guys and making my 2022 a great one. Much appreciated. But anyways, enough joking. But yeah, other than missing the whole wedding, it was nice stuff. We got like plates of food, we ate it, and of course, since it was like a Mexican wedding, the food was absolutely freaking banging. It was tasty. There was beans, rice, of course, macaroni salad, and like this meat. And this meat was like super duper red. Like I had never seen it looked like someone just like cut like their wrist or whatever and just like poured their blood on the meat. It didn't taste like blood, but it tasted super good regardless of that. Also, speaking of which, like my Theo, my uncle, he like I don't know how, like I just remember looking away and then like I looked back at him and he was like my he's just like, "Oh fuck, my fingernail like is messed up or whatever." And like I just look at his hand and he's just like bleeding all over this napkin or whatever. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, I hits my hand against like the chair or something, and now it's bleeding. I'm not drunk. I was drunk. I was. Keyword was. Now I'm just a little better. I'm better. I have a freaking headache, and I'm not too sure. My brother was telling me maybe it was because I got dehydrated, but I drink a lot of water beforehand, so I don't know what it is. Maybe I just activated like some sicko mode or something in my mind, and that's what caused me to just like turn into an alcoholic for like 4 hours. All right, later, Goopy. You have a good one. I hope you have a good New Year too. Thank you for stopping by. You think I should sleep it off? Well, maybe if you come over here and tuck me in, I might go to sleep. Did I have pineapple? No. Nah. I didn't have any pineapple. Oh wait. No, 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 no. I was thinking like maybe the fruit juice had it, like had pineapple, but no, it was just regular like red fruit juice. And as far as I know, that fruit juice wasn't spiked. I was able to sleep my headache off last night. Yeah, that's probably it. That probably might be what it is. All right, later, Den Den. Uh, of course, well, like anything really, if you go to sleep, that's like the cure all for everything. If you have a headache, if you have a fever, if you're suffering from like laryngitis, if you have ligma, if you have like, I don't know, polio or whatever, if you go to sleep, you're basically like you're good, you're good. You don't need a doctor or whatever. You could lose a leg, and if you go to sleep, you could probably grow a leg back. Uh, what's ligma? Who's Joe Biden? I don't know. Can get you hammered? Really? Is that so? Go peas? Pineapple could really do that? If that's the case, maybe I should get some more pineapple. It's probably legal too. Getting hammered by pineapple. I have brought a fish. I'm going to eat the fish. Stick the fish in my mouth. Mm, but what else happened? Oh yeah, after we ate, we kind of just hung out for a little bit. Uh we were drinking uh and then all of a sudden I'm assuming it was the MC, maybe it was like a relative or whatever, but like an MC came up and he was just like, everybody y- direct your attention here, and he was pointing at his ass, and then he started to spread his ass like the goatsy guy, and then we all looked inside and we were like, whoa, that's deep. And he's like, if anyone wants to sleep in here, it's free, it's vacant. You just let me know beforehand. But anyways, no, he didn't do that. What actually happened was, all right, everybody, please direct your attention. We are going to have the dances, because every wedding has that dance. The dances where the bride and the groom have their first dance, and it's like a very special thing. It's like everybody's got their eyes on you, and they're just like, wow, this is so pretty. And so they did their dance, my cousin and her husband, who is now my okay, so I was wondering this. Does anybody know? And if people don't know, can someone look it up? Uh what is the husband of your cousin supposed to be? Like, what are they called? Are they like your brother-in-law, or no, not your brother-in-law actually, no. What are they? Are they like a new cousin, or no, that'd be weird because then that would mean that my cousins are married, and that's gross. Like, what is the title? Cousin-in-law? Is it a cousin-in-law? Step brother-in-law? I don't know if it's that. If you think about it, brother-in-laws are like stepbrothers in a way, but I think I'll just go with Cup and say that he's my cousin-in-law. What a cool guy. I love that guy. He's super awesome. But anyways, welcome back, Den Den. You missed the part where I talked about how a guy spread his ass open goatsy style, and he told me to put my head in his ass, and I was like, I don't know if I should do that. And then he started to put like grease from like one of the turkeys that they were using to like get meat off of. He put it around the rim of his asshole. I was like, I know I could go in there, but like I didn't do it. I didn't do it because he was asking people like in front of everybody, and like I kind of got like stage fright, and like I was a bit paranoid. Like if I did this, like would people like my family think like you know is this just like what is this just what Michael likes to do all the time? He just likes to put his head into people's like gaping bungholes. So I didn't do it. I'm sorry to disappoint, but yeah, I skimped out on that. Maybe next year. Uh, I'm not drunk. Shut up. I'm not. I totally know. I'm gonna actually do murderous things to you. All right, come over here, dumb user. Come on, go over. Come over. Do as many murderous things as you want. Although, also the U in your murder looks like a vagina. As far as I know. Okay, okay. So, yeah. So going back to the pretty part. My cousin and her husband were dancing, and it was very pretty, and you could see that they really loved each other, and they were smiling, and I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet." Oh, and then after that, my my cousin danced with her dad, my Theo, my uncle, and that dance was really cute because like, they were dancing and I think they were kind of having some trouble with it or I think like maybe oh, I know that my cousin like broke a nail while she was dancing with them and then she like cuz she pulled up her dress so it's like easier to dance and stuff and then she dropped it and then I think maybe like either she or he stepped on like the other and it was just a really cute dance to watch. Like I wasn't like, getting emotional or anything. And then the next dance was something else. Okay, so this one was the dance with the I'm not drunk Doctober. Also welcome to the stream. But the next dance was really, really nice. It was a treat because it was between the groom and his mom. And the song that they had playing, I don't know what it is, but it was like a country song. And but it was like really emotional. And you could see I'm not, shut up. I'm not drunk. I was drunk hours ago. I'm okay. That's why I put in the title that I'm not. But you guys think I am. I'm not. Stop it. You look over here. If you guys keep this up, I'm gonna go call the guy that told me to stick my head in his asshole, and I'm gonna ask him to like rip open his bunghole again, and he's gonna like suck you guys in because he's got like you don't know this, but he's got a vacuum to suck you guys in. He could like turn his lungs around and suck from that hole. And you guys are going to be stuck in there and you guys are not going to like it because it's going to be very smelly. There's not going to be that much oxygen and you guys are just going to, be very uncomfortable because it's very small and tight. And anyways, back to the fun part. So last time you said you weren't lost in the title of one of your streams, you were lost. So that is true, exhausted. I know you're pretty exhausted with the amount of lies that I've spread, but you know, I'll just counter sucks. Will it just be you guys like sucking ass literally? Like you guys will be sucking each other's asses, but like with your asses? Or like what's the implication here? Uh, cause whatever it is, it'll be gross regardless. But anyways, yeah, I do apologize if I've lied a few times in the titles. I'm just a very terrible person, and I should not have a platform to speak to people and to educate and to, be a spokesperson and a role model. I don't know if that should be what I'm doing right now. But anyways, yeah, the groom and his mom danced, and it was very emotional because they both started crying, and like watching them cry, like made it all the more emotional to watch. And like I didn't really cry while watching the other dances. I was more so just like happy. Uh yeah, they were crying while dancing, and because of course, because it's such a big moment in your child's life, and as as like the mother of your child, of course, like being there and seeing that, and just like seeing your child all grown up, uh of course that'll affect you in some way. And it affected him. And the music that was playing, it was like, of course, like it was very cheesy, but even then, despite the cheesiness, like it still got to them, and it got to everyone. Like they weren't the only ones crying. I was crying, my Theo was crying, other like all eyes were on them. Like on the other dances, people would be talking or like taking pictures and stuff like that. And that's all fine and cool and stuff, because these dances are more for the ones that are dancing. Uh but this dance between the groom and his mom, uh everyone was watching. No one was saying anything. It was wholesome, and just thinking about it, it's making me wanna, like, cry as well, because it was super, it was super touching how, like, I was happy for them, and I was happy for him, and I was happy for her because she looked like she was enjoying it, and, like, yes, and I was just crying the whole time. It was like, it was so nice. It was super nice. And I loved it. I love that guy. I'm so glad that he was the one for her. And I'm so glad that he's a part of our family now, because he's a really nice guy, even though apparently he tried to like rip off the TV from the wall of my Theo's house apparently. It's like you're a background character in a movie. In a way, yeah, in a way. It felt like it. I got to see the main character, have that emotional climax. And I'm glad I was able to witness such beauty. I'm still kicking myself for missing the ceremony. It sucks. It sucks so bad. But that's on me. That's on me, because usually we're late. My family, we usually don't make it, or at least like my brothers and I, we usually don't make it to family gatherings on time. We missed it because we just, we just got ready too late. I was playing Clone Hero, and I didn't expect to take up that much time. And then after, like, because I wanted to leave around 1 o'clock, and then after I started playing Clone Hero, it was like, and then I stopped. It was like around 1:25 or whatever, and I was like, oh shit. And then I still had to go pick up my brother. And yeah, so we missed it because of that. And yeah, it's I'm pretty sure someone recorded it or something. I don't know, but at least other people were able to like witness it and stuff. It does suck. It really does. And but whatever, it is what it is. I'm just glad that I was able to like, be there for the rest of it, cuz we got there like around 2:40 something. Uh so we were able to do that, and then after the dances were finished, we all kind of just got to just hang out for a little bit longer, and just chill out. Of course, we drank some more because why not? And then that's when, like, a little bit after that, that's when the dancing started, and the dancing got like it was typical. backyard family gathering dancing, and it was just like under a little tarp. It wasn't that big. It was a small get together. It was a That's what they intended. They didn't want it to be like a big sort of thing, and they made sure that it was just that, where it was just just the most direct family. So there wasn't that many people, but yeah, there was dancing that was very abundant. I didn't do it because I like I said, I was drinking, and I'm kind of a lightweight, so whenever I drink any sort of alcoholic beverage, I feel it like almost immediately. And then I don't know what came over me, but I started drinking more and more, and then to the point where I was like super duper wobbly while like just barely standing up and stuff. Like it was kind of irresponsible, but like I didn't drive or anything, so I'm fine. But damn, that was probably the worst it's ever been. But yeah, people were dancing, and then unfortunately, in our area, it's a little rainy right now. So like around four something, that's when we felt like the sprinkles and stuff start to fall from the sky, and that's kind of when we knew that like from this point on it was going to get worse and worse. But people still kept like trying to dance. I was hanging out with my family, talking to my tias, my dad, uh, nephew, and my brother, and all that, just hanging out. Because usually that's what we like to do. We just like to, we don't do anything big or whatever for our family gatherings. We just like to, hang out, and that's all that really matters for us. We don't need to be doing anything like, bombastic. We don't need to go to like a big like parade or what have you. Just our presence is more than enough. But yes, it's raining really hard where I'm at right now, but like because that means I can have peace with no fireworks. Yeah, no fireworks for certain, but unfortunately that is not stopping people from like shooting off guns right now. And for like the past like uh 2 hours or so, I've just been hearing nothing but guns. Also, there was like this really loud explosion at the wedding. It like it came from like the east part of like east from like her house, and it was like a really loud explosion. It sounded like a freaking bomb going off. It sounded like I was at Afghanistan like circa 2003 or whatever. And it scared the shit out of me. It scared the shit out of everybody actually. And I'm assuming it was just like a big firework or whatever. But yeah, yeah. So guns are still going off. Nothing's gonna stop that, despite people knowing that shooting guns in the air is like kind of not a cool thing to do. But hey, you can't stop stupid. Rate is crazy right now. Yeah, actually, give me a second. I'm gonna check something really quick. Cause I could hear it like hit the ceiling, but I want to see how heavy it is right now. Whoa, there's people outside. Whoa, I guess there's still fireworks. Probably lighting them up in their like houses or something. The Sims style, just letting off a firework in their own house. I hope they put a bunch of rugs down so they just burn the whole place down in an instant. Well, that's the funnest way of killing your Sims. Yeah, yeah, it's still raining pretty hard right now. I'm not in the gun area right now. God, I wish that were me. I wish that were me. But yeah, it's raining. I heard a fireworks, so I think those are still pretty not relevant, but they're still around. Some idiot's gonna try to light a firework in their house, as I was joking. But yeah, this is a big gun area, especially in where I'm at right now. So It's gonna sound like a war zone once the clock strikes midnight. Not even. I don't know what it is, but people like every single New Year's. It seems like everybody has like the wrong time because like guns just go off like really, really early. Like I want to say like 4, 5 minutes before the clock strikes midnight. Like I know you're excited and all, but keep your freaking like cock in your pants, please, for the love of Christ. Can you not be a little bit more like patient? 10 minutes earlier? Oh my God, I didn't know it could get worse than that. Like, come on. Do you know how much ammo costs? Like, sure, maybe you're rich and all, but like, look, I'm not rich, and the more like bullets you shoot off, it's because they can't read their fucking clocks or anything. They're just like, I see there's 5 seconds until midnight. I better shoot off 50 rounds before it hits, just so I could get it in before everyone else does. I mean, they've been shooting him off for like the past like 2 hours, like I said. I would hear them like an hour or more before. Yeah, that's what it's like right now, dumb user. It's because they're drunk, which makes it even scarier. It makes it even scarier if they're drunk. I would run as far away from that house as possible if I was related to whoever was handling that gun. But yeah, it's stupid. But well, there's really not much you could do other than, I don't know, delete guns from the server, IDK. Uh, what was I talking about? Yeah, falling bullets are no joke. It has been proven. It has been proven. A lot of people like to be like, "Oh, but the wind will move it away." But seriously, when those bullets fall, and they will fall, it's it's uh it's going to be very bad. It's going to be really bad. Like sure, maybe it could land in like an empty space, but uh no, no. There's been instances where people have been killed by bullets falling from the sky. Like, come on, is it really that hard to like read a news story for once in your fucking life and understand the consequences of your action, even if it doesn't affect you? Like, just read the goddamn news for Christ's sake and just learn that you're doing a stupid thing. If you really want to make noise, like when New Year's hits, just blow up a firework. I don't like them that much. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of fireworks. They're kind of cool sometimes, but like, if you want to make a loud noise, just use a firework, particularly one that's not illegal, which is a hard thing to ask for in my city. Yeah, I'm not good with guns either. Not at all. Unless you're like in a controlled area, like a gun range or whatever, just don't even handle guns. I don't care if you got a license. I don't care at all. Just please, I beg of you. I yearn for the day where people can just be, considerate, can be safe, can be smart. It won't happen for another like 1,000 years once we finally evolve into smarter beings. But that's just my hope in the world. Anyways, enough about that. That's enough about that rant. I'll get off my soapbox for a little bit and I'll talk about some stupid shit. All right, later, October. You have a good one, and I hope you have a wonderful new year. Love you, dude. Love ya. But yeah. So, anyways, back to the wedding. So basically, yeah, it just started pouring, and it got really bad. Really, really bad. And we all kind of just everybody just stopped dancing. There'd be like the occasional song playing. Oh, it got super bad that like no pun intended by the way. Hey, super bad. It got super bad to the point where like the power went out. The power went out like and it turned off the music. It turned off the lights that we had like like flying all over the place like and it turned off like some lights in the house and they had to go to like the my brother speculated that it might have been like a speaker that was out in the rain which accumulated a ton of water on top of it because I guess it was kind of concave on the top, and maybe that might have shorted either the power surge protector or whatever, or the what is it, the electric box IDK. But yeah, it went off, and Weather got mad that it wasn't invited. Yeah, it stormed in. Pun intended. It stormed in and it made itself comfortable. But yeah, they were able to get that fixed, but they ended up not using the lights, and honestly, they really didn't need to because everybody just stopped dancing. So we all just hung out under the other tarps. Concave, yeah. Sorry about that, go piece. My nose is still stuffed, even to like this day. I've basically just had a stuffed nose for like the past 2 months, and it's not gonna go away anytime soon. Most definitely not. Yeah, so we just hung out under the tarps, and then eventually the bride and groom started opening up their presents, but this was like way later. This was like an hour after the party had ended because it was supposed to end at 6, but we were there like 40 minutes after, and like around 7, that's when they started to open up their gifts. Uh, but before that, everyone was just hanging out, getting even more drunk, and we took shots, of course, because we had to. We took 3 shots. One of them, and this was like the shot that everybody took. The first shot was like a sparkling cider, and it was a pretty tasty cider. But everybody got that shot, and we drank it. Oh, oh, oh! I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention. Oh God. Uh, okay. So before we took the shots, before we took the shots, the bride and the groom, they got up and they went to the tarp where people, could dance and stuff. And they basically just, got a microphone and they were just like, "Hey, everybody, yada yada." And then before they could say anything, the MC just like, no, wait, no, no, that was after. But yeah, the bride and the groom got up there and they were just like, "Hey, everybody, thanks for coming, and we really appreciate it," and stuff like that. And then the groom was all like, "Yeah, I really do appreciate it. Thank you all for being super generous with your love and for being here to share this happy moment. And it means the world to us that we could inspire you, make you smile, and that you could make us smile." And all that stuff. Like he said that, and then my cousin, the bride, took the mic, and then she basically said the same thing, but a bit more loose, because that's just how she is. She's more less formal, but like as she was saying like thank yous and stuff, and like she was like, "Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. I appreciate it. We're glad that, you guys enjoyed it." And then, like, out of nowhere, just literally just without like adding any emotion to it, she was just like, "Oh, yeah, also, I'm pregnant, 2 months pregnant." And we were like, "What the fuck?" And everyone just erupted in just uproarious like applause and laughter, and it was it was so funny. It happened like right out of nowhere. It caught us all off guard. Like I felt like I got bitch slapped or something with that little, yes, congrats, of course, honestly. She's 2 months pregnant, and she showed us the ultrasound, me and my brother, because we were just hanging out, and then we were like inside the house. This was like some random part of the party, but yeah, she showed us the ultrasound. It's taking shape. It's taking form. It's slowly becoming what it's meant to be, a sad human being. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, yeah, I'm happy for them, and damn, I'm I'm honestly surprised. I wasn't expecting them to It is crazy news, but yeah, I really wasn't expecting them to like have children until like way like later because they didn't seem like that kind of couple. But good for them, honestly. Good on them. Good on them. Even her dad didn't even know, or did he? I don't think he did because he seemed just as surprised. I don't know if he was playing it off or whatever. I didn't ask my Theo, but yeah, yeah. Thank you all. Oh my God, thank you all for coming. I'm so grateful that you guys came to the ceremony. Oh yeah. That's literally how she said it. That's literally almost verbatim, almost absolutely verbatim, like how she said it. Just nonchalantly just threw it in there, just like some random little, she's like, "Oh yeah, fun fact also, yeah, there's something inside of me." That makes it sound like an alien or whatever, just like just grow. It's like uh was it Alien? Which one's the one? What's the movie where the lady has an alien growing inside of her and then it like explodes and kills her? That's a movie, right? Or am I like making that up? I feel like there's a movie where like the lady gets like impregnated by by an alien and then there's like an alien baby inside of her. Is it Alien? Alien 2? Aliens? I think it's Alien. Is it? No way. No way. Because I know there's like, no, no, it's Alien 3. It's Alien 3. No, not Twilight. It's Alien 3 because Sigourney Weaver's character jumps into the lava in Alien 3 at the end of Alien 3, not Alien 1 or 2. And she's just like, I'm gonna fucking kill this thing. And she just jumps in and she just demolishes the alien. I'm like, that's fucking badass. That's like Terminator 2 level of badass right there. She's like, I don't want this alien to see life at all. I'm gonna kill myself so it can't live. I wish I could be that cool. But anyways, enough about good movies. Also, have you guys ever seen speaking of Alien 3, did you guys ever see the trailer of Alien 3? Like the teaser trailer for it, where it's like a really cool teaser trailer because it has literally nothing to do with Alien 3. Um, and apparently, like that teaser trailer came out like so early in development that they didn't even know like if it was going to actually be what the teaser trailer was talking about. And of course, eventually, that's not what it was about at all. It was supposed to take place on Earth. But instead, as everyone knows, Alien 3 ended up taking place on a like another planet that's not Earth, uh, like a prison planet basically. And so everyone was like, "What the fuck? What? What? What?" Because in the narrator for the teaser, he's just like, "In 1992 or 91 or it was like in 1978, audiences learned in space, no one can hear you scream. And it is like in 1992, audiences will learn on Earth, everyone can hear you scream. And I remember seeing that, and I was like, that sounds super hype. And then I learned that it had nothing to do about being on Earth. And I'm like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You know how cool that would have been. But whatever, things happen. In 1992, everyone dies. Yeah, because of the LA riots. Just kidding. That's nothing to joke about, really. Or is it? I don't know. I didn't live to see that. I was born like 3 years after. For all I know, maybe like, what if you were born in 1992 and that pissed off like the entirety of like LA that everyone just started rioting? Like, imagine if like like Hitler too was born in 1992 and everyone's like man and then they threw like a trash can into a window and like just broke into like a store and just everybody else started doing it too. They're like no way, no, fuck this Hitler guy, fuck Hitler too. But what was I talking about again? I haven't seen the Alien movies. It seems scary. You should see at least Aliens, the second Alien movie. That one was really good. I have yet to see the first Alien. I seen tidbits of Alien 3 because of how interested I was in it with its development. Uh, but yeah, I have seen almost nothing of Alien 1, except for the fact that like a chest burster blows out of like some dude's chest, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And it looks like he's having like an orgasm because of his like facial movements. He's like, "Oh yeah, oh it's so good." It probably is scary. Maybe not as bad as like s- what's a scary movie? Maybe not as bad as Scary Movie, the parody movie, because we all know that was pretty scary. I don't think I talked about it with anyone else. I've told Den, but I remember back then, I'm pretty sure you guys remember, right? But Scary Movie, it was that parody series of films that would like make fun of horror movies, but like back then when the first Scary Movie came out, I used to be super scared of that shit because it had the ghost face, the guy from Scream, and that mask used to scare the hell out of me. And I know it was like a knockoff version, but even then, just because of how similar it was, I was still scared of it. And I remember at our local theater, or it wasn't local at the time because we didn't live in the city yet, but the theater that we frequented at the time, it had like a big cardboard display for Scary Movie, and that cardboard display had like all the characters, like how it has like on the it's not a horror film, but here's the thing. I was like 4 years old, and I was a whiny little piece of shit, and I was scared of everything, and like Ghostface already scared me enough. So seeing like the cardboard cutout that they had at the theater had the Ghostface character in it, and even though he looked like, wacky and stuff because that's how he is in like the Scary Movie, it still scared the hell out of me. And it was always like they placed it right next to the ticket takers. So we would always have to like walk by there and get our tickets like ripped, and then they would give it back to us. So I would see it, and we would slowly like my mom would usually be holding me because she would already know at this point that like I was scared of the cardboard cutout. She would be holding me, and I would look back, and I would just see the cardboard cutout of Ghostface like slowly like getting bigger in my vision, like he was coming towards me, and I couldn't do anything about it, and that would always like freak the shit out of me, and I would start crying, and like, and I'm pretty sure it embarrassed my family that that was happening. Just me just crying over some weird, stupid little like not even scary movie, like cardboard cutout thingy. But yeah, and eventually I remembered like weeks would pass, and we would end up going to the theater again, and we got there and we noticed that the or I noticed, all right, later AFK, I had noticed that you have a good one, okay? You have a good New Year's, and thank you so much for stopping by and listening to me talk about random shit. But yeah, eventually we noticed that the cardboard cutout no longer had Ghostface anymore, and instead it was replaced with like a lady or whatever. So maybe I don't know if like me just freaking out all the time like made them change it, but like uh yeah, I that's the story of how 4-year-old Michael cried so hard that he made an entire business change their advertising strategy. Anyways, I missed a lot of shit. All my homies hate 1992. Hey, I don't hate 1992. That's when Grand Theft Auto San Andreas takes place, man, and GTA SA is one of the better GTAs. Although, of course, I'm gonna put all my love towards GTA 5. Like I played all the 3D universe GTAs, but my love will always stick with 5. Hello, Merry Chrysler, Happy Hondaka. That's that's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. Happy New Year, Flame Tuna. It's not New Year just yet for me. Give it about an hour and 33 minutes. But thank you so much. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well, and welcome to the stream. You just missed me talking about how I was crying over the the character from Scream. That noise. Anyways, oh shit. Hold on. I'm gonna have to end the stream right now. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Sorry, my brother just got home and I'm in his room right now. So I'll see you later. Bye bye. Bye bye. I know. Sorry. Sorry. Oh yeah, he's here. Okay. Yeah, I know it's super abrupt, but I forgot that he was coming around this time. Later, later. I love you all. Happy New Year. Uh, I would like to do a void stream tomorrow night. I don't know when, probably same time, IDK. Maybe I could do like a regular stream actually. Maybe I could do Clone Hero. That'll be a good way to ring in the new year. But thank you all so much for watching and listening to me ramble about random shit. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, rest of your night, and yeah, bye bye.